Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys the Dominix that I'm using in the Purity of the Throne event. Someone requested that I show the fit and I didn't do so in the last video. So first of all, there's one thing you're not going to like about the fit. It's the fact that I have medium neutron blasters on there, but this actually has a really big advantage. And so let me show that to you guys first, and then afterwards I'll show you guys the fit that I'm using. It's basically meant to be a PvP ship in case someone tries to steal. So the tactic is I just go out there, drop my ogres, start targeting everything. And the first target for my ogres are of course these purist papals, because they have a bit more HP. So let's get going on that. Couple of people shooting at me, ogres targeting them first, so that is perfect. And now once I have these little frigates, here we go, web, scram and blap, there you go, one shot, just like that. These medium guns, these neutron blasters, can actually track all of these little apostles, and that is absolutely great for completing this site in record time. We don't want the drones for the small stuff here, we just want to send those on the papals. Look at that, one shot, two shots, and he is absolutely gone. Now you can of course go after the final one if you want to. Try to use your guns a little bit as well. But in general, what I prefer to do is just to stay here in the middle and look for the next set of frigates. So let's slow down here. That one can die, looks pretty good. I mean, they can get through my shields, but they rarely do really enough damage to worry about. So once again, you're going on these. And here we go, apostle, whip, scram, blap, half armor gone. There are misses of course, but as you can see, pretty damn effective. Actually tracks these purist frigates quite nicely. Once again, no drones, just guns. You should though give them the order to go on the next cruiser straight away, because the drones have this tendency to go after the frigates. But there we go, blap down, no problem. Next one, I can actually catch this guy. Maybe I can add just a little bit of damage, but even at this range, it's too far, right? 8 kilometers is already too far for the guns. But I can let these guys finish him off because the Cardinal is all on his own. So we're going to target that. Couple of shots. And yeah, the DPS is not high enough to threaten your tank. You can just burst your armor rep once in a while. And off we go. Just need the final guy to be destroyed. And then we finish a site like this in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Absolutely great. There we go. Grab the Harbinger. I think that's a double unfortunately, but quite alright. And I guess I'll just quickly warp out to allow the site to despawn. I'm not sure if that's actually needed, but we'll quickly do that. Oh, nope, it just despawned right here, so I can show you guys, unless I'm too late. No, we're good. The fitting right here in the site. So this is the Dominix that I'm using here. In the high slots I have an energy neutralizer. The idea, as I've said, is to be ready for some PvP, and mainly against cruisers. I think some of the most popular ships here are heavy assault cruisers, and some of those can need a lot of cap, and so that pressure can just help. As I've said, something that's a little bit out of place, but 5 heavy neutron blasters, 2 with Void M, only 3000 meter optimal range, but the idea is to catch a target, grab him, and then cut him down using these guns and using the ogres. Then we have micro updrive, of course. If need be, I need to be able to close the distance as quickly as possible. Micro updrive makes most sense for that. Then we've got the typical combo, weapon scram, so that hopefully I'll be able to keep even a cruiser in place that is like micro updrive or something like that. Then I went with double capacitor boosters. The idea is that if I'm outnumbered in a fight all of a sudden, there is often going to be a lot of neuting pressure, and so this should help me keep my capacitor, keep my reps up, and hopefully just survive long enough to cut down their DPS and eventually win the fight. Now in the low slots I went with damage control 2, double armor rep 2, I think with 2 capacitor boosters, I can basically try the tactic of allowing my armor to drop to below half, then rep back in force, try to last a little bit once again, and keep going like that. I did go for energized adaptive nanomembrane and energized explosive membrane to get my resistances pretty much equal across the board. 69 EM, 59 thermal, 59 kinetic, and 69 explosive. It's always a bit of a gamble, I feel, to either not invest in resistances or go for specific resistances. So my personal philosophy, I prefer just to go as evenly across the board as possible. And then we've got, of course, a drone damage amplifier. One is an absolute must, a minimum, bringing my DPS with the ogres to 562. So a total of like 800, a little bit over 800 DPS should be pretty damn good. And then of course it's all about HP, so 1600mm steel plates and 3 large Trimark armor pumps for more, just more buffer, be able to tank for that little bit longer. When it comes to the drones, I've got guards in here. In some PvE situations this can be good. For purity of the throne, this was not the right drone, but of course my real workhorse, as you've seen here, are the Ogre 2s. Lots of DPS, pretty good drones, they've become faster as well. Full bonuses from the Dominix, so absolutely awesome, and what I would plan to use against pretty much anything. Even destroyers and cruisers, they'll be tracked by this without any problem. I got Valkyrie 2s in there, should probably switch those to Hobgoblins, but I also have a set of Warrior 2s. If I come across like an extremely fast frigate, maybe stealth bombers, maybe interceptors that I need to get rid of, Warrior 2s should be able to do the job on that. And then finally I also have 5 salvage drones because, well, why not? I've got the room. Anyways, and yeah, this is the Dominix that I'm using in the Purity of the Throne event. Basically, I'm hoping that at some point someone decides to steal my loot and that I can then have some PvP, grab them and destroy them, punish them for their crime. But I must also be honest, it's pretty unlikely that it will happen. The reason is you're in a battleship, most other people are in cruisers, and they can just target the final battle cruiser so much more quickly than you that in 99% of the cases they have the loot anyways. So you would have to do the crime in order to entice some PvP with this Dominix, but who knows, I'm still doing some of the sites here and there, and so maybe I'll come across a PvP fight if someone does get a little bit overzealous, maybe on a late warping or something like that. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I wanted to share with you the Dominix fit. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.